Hello everyone, it's Oliver Harper here, and I'm back with a new commentary, and Stuart is here with me to discuss Invasion USA. So Stuart, are you ready for some Chuck Norris?
There has never been a time in my life when I was not ready for some Chuck Norris.
Double denim as well.
Oh my God.
All the way.
Double denim, double Uzis. He just needs like two heads to really set it
Double
off.
chin? Has he got a
Double
double
chin?
chin? We don't
Oh.
know because he's been hiding it for years under that beard.
Yes, that beard. Who knows what's under the beard? Well, another fist, as the joke goes.
Yes,
but, yeah.
that's true. Well, folks, if you wish to sync the commentary with your own copy of Invasion USA, put the timestamp to 0 and press play now.
Ooh, cat's eye movies. Oh my God, it's the lion. I'd forgotten. That's a weird zoom in, isn't it?
It's like the new logo, don't they? Slapped on their back catalogue of movies. And I hopefully... No, this one as well doesn't have the canon music.
Oh.
Disappointing.
I think the version I watched didn't have that line. I'm upset now. I'm going to go and edit it on later.
Apparently, now, I don't know if this piece of trivia is true, but it's on IMDb, so take it with a grain of salt. Pinch of salt, they say. This is the second most popular home video from MGM. Number 1 is Gone with the Wind.
Wow.
Number 2 is Invasion USA.
I could believe it. I think my Uncle Derek bought at least 900 copies of just this film. So,
But that was, I think we kind of discussed some of the sort of box office kind of like home video sales in Death Wish 3 commentary from a week or two ago. And you never know how well these movies do. And if that piece of trivia is correct, it just shows you how popular the canon films were on the home video market, despite them really just being completely destroyed by the critics when they came out theatrically. Siskel and Ebert just thought this film was terrible because the year before, Chuck Norris was in a movie called Code of Silence, which was directed by Andrew Davis, who did Under Siege, The Fugitive, and two other Steven Seagal movies from the 80s. He was a good action director, and Code of Silence got received very well by the critics and did well financially. And this was the first movie Chuck did with Cannon as part of his 6-picture deal, because he did Missing in Action. That did very well. So we've got to get him on the Cannon Films contract and give him 6-picture deal and get him to do any action movies he wanted, or as they said in the Death Wish 3 one, was like they have a chunk of scripts for Chuck Norris and a chunk of scripts for Charles Bronson. They just offer them. Do you want to be, some goblin thing, or do you want to be like Sinbad or whatever?
I think they mixed up pages from them for a laugh as well. Yeah. They've all got the same plot. It'll be fine.
What's Skeletor in this scene for? That's Chuck Norris as Spider-Man. That'd be amazing.
Evil music for what should be the good guys. We can see what's coming. The sweaty refugees are going to be in trouble.
It tries to trick the audience, doesn't it? Think, oh my God, the Americans are evil, but that's actually these are the guerrilla warfare kind of Russians who are masquerading as Americans. Sort of.
I've just realized, I'm assuming these guys are refugees, but I don't actually know. They're just people on a boat, really, aren't they?
Yeah.
We don't have any background to it.
No, but that's the thing that you'll come to notice throughout the entire film, is that there is literally no backstory to any of these characters.
Oh, yeah, wasn't it famously all edited out or something by Cannon?
Yeah.
We don't need no stinking backstory. Chuck Norris will teleport to locations and kill people.
There's a great thing, that the Electric Boogaloo Cannon documentary, where there's one guy who's just sort of copying what Menachem used to do when he watched a film, like a preview. He would be going, cut, like this, trying to cut all the crap out, what was essentially good stuff. Story, that's what's important.
No, he said, welcome to the USA. Yay, everything's going to be good. But nope, if I remember, they've just dressed up to get easy access to the boat, but then actually this already doesn't make any sense, thinking ahead slightly.
No, because they find other drugs on it.
Yeah. So
it's not really... When I spoke to Stuart about this before we recorded it, was this when watching this film, you think you're watching a sequel.
Yeah.
You don't, because you get no introduction to these characters. So it's like the filmmakers are kind of giving off the notion that you already know these people, but you don't.
So, yeah, they've just machine gunned a load of what we assume are innocent people and not actually drug dealers and didn't know about the drugs, but I'm kind of insinuating that from the way they acted.
I think they know that drugs were there, I think. Because
he's a pointless character.
Yeah.
The Dell boy of the high seas. My God. So why were they nice to them, then shot them? Wouldn't it have been easier to have just shot them?
Yeah, I suppose it's sort of... It's to trick the audience, isn't it? Yeah. I think, oh, okay, they're safe.
I thought he was a nice guy, but he was murderous.
Well, this the bad guy. I've written down his name somewhere. I can't remember what was his name stuck there. Where was his name gone?
I'm going to call him Billy. Billy Evil.
His name will come up in a sec anyway. But he's actually scarred. I thought it was all makeup. He's actually scarred. Oh. He was in like the military for a number of years. This must have occurred during that time.
Yeah, it looks like Burns or something.
Yeah, yeah. And he's always cast as a villain because of his facial features.
Well, they fucking give me a heart attack. That suddenly invasion.
Richard Lynch. There we go. Finally got there in the end.
Melissa Prophet.
Is she actually a prophet?
Well, one way to find out. If she sat there in a dark room and thought... Sorry, Alex Colon, it just amused me. He produced the script. If she sits in a dark room and guesses that this film has basically no plot, then she did well.
Well, she's the reporter lady we come to see later on who turns up at random places without... How does she get there? Like Chuck Norris does.
And again, she does nothing in the plot, and kind of, is she supposed to be his love interest that they cut out? That's the only thing I can assume. But couldn't cut her out entirely? It's very odd.
Now, do you think this scene sets up like the true image of an American hero?
Yes. Also, Gentle Ben. Hopefully he's going to have a bear friend come along. And
has he got an aardvark?
He does have a pet small aardvark. It's absolutely true.
Which I was, when we get to it, I was like, when a massive explosion kicks off, I was like, that aardvark better still be alive, or I'll be very annoyed with this movie.
Yeah,
I don't think that bit's actually moving. I think it's just got a fan on it.
Yeah, that is exactly true.
Yeah, someone behind him just doing that with his hair, like shaking his hair.
So, isn't the story behind this that Chuck Norris basically read a Reader's Digest that said there's loads of terrorists hiding in America and got paranoid and wanted to write a film about it, wrote a film about it, then they cut out all the plot. So that's sort of my understanding of it.
His chin just said, "Oh my God!" Yeah, because they got. I think his brother had also co-wrote it with him, and James Bruner. James Bruner
was his name Aaron?
I think it might be. Yeah, because he also, I think he may have, his brother directed that film Sidekicks.
Oh my
which
goodness!
The beige cover with that kid from Neverending Story 2.
I've never watched it, but oh my God, it looks so...
Yeah, as a kid...
So Norris.
As a kid, it was next to Turtles 2 and Surf Ninjas, and I saw Sidekicks, I thought, that looks a bit crap. Even when I was about 9 or 10, I was like, nah.
You weren't wrong. So this guy always plays arsehole government types, doesn't
he? Which one? The second on the left there?
Yes, don't know his name, I'm afraid.
He plays, what was his? Jonathan Kent in Lois and Clark.
Holy crap, he was as well. Yeah.
He was quite good at Jonathan
I almost
Kent,
remember him in Sneakers playing basically the same character as here.
Government guy.
Yeah, government asshole.
They're slightly bent out of shape, but they get a job done.
Now, this is the only time they introduce a character, this woman. She goes nowhere, bless her, because she's been entirely excised from the film, pretty much.
She's a very irritating version of Lois Lane, basically.
Yeah. And is Chuck Norris Superman? I think he probably is.
Yes, you come to notice that Chuck Norris, there's moments where, he'll button up his shirt, but most of the time he likes to have it unbuttoned.
Yeah. For
no reason whatsoever. Even in front of his mates. I'm like, come on, mate. Put those nipples away.
Do it up, Chuck. Come on, mate. Crikey.
He's down the bayou, or whatever he is. It must be boiling hot. So
yeah.
You wouldn't be wearing jeans, though, in that temperature. God.
So much denim, it sickens me. Nope.
They all seem a bit shattered from a big orgy or something.
So they were...
all tired, all gone to sleep.
So presumably they were originally the guys who had that boat.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, we've got some plot. Now to show us what a man Chuck Norris is. His introduction is he wrestles a crocodile. Could be an alligator, probably an alligator.
It's more manly than, say, I don't know, John Rambo, Rambo 4, where he's catching snakes, I suppose.
So,
It's a similar sequence, but he doesn't actually sell this, does he? I don't think he does.
No, they just like stick it in a cage. I don't know, he swallows it or something.
Made some boots out of it or something.
Yeah. Then it wouldn't be denim enough.
No.
Yay. Oh,
God, I think
good God, yeah, that didn't look particularly safe. Something that's really stuck in my head that you said about this is that Chuck Norris, world karate champion, virtually no fight scenes in this film. It's all guns.
It's all guns, yeah. He does, I think, 2 kicks, and they're kind of like, they're not a full-on wide shot of him just doing a side kick or whatever it is. Yeah, it's disappointing. He's more active in this than Charles Bronson in Death Wish 3 because
true, it's hard to not be unless you were dead.
I think when he jumps onto that car that plows through that mall, I think that is actually Chuck Norris doing that.
Wow.
Yeah, because they did say he did quite a few of his own stunts, but the stunts they may imply that may just be like he did a kick, or rolled across the carpet. But I think it did look like him. This is obviously he's gone into Lynch has gone into
the very sparsely decorated office
again.
Yeah,
bugger all set dressing, and to make things to show that they are a businessman. He's got 3 phones and one connects to Batman because it's
the red phone. Chief O'Hara, sort of. So, would you really have an office at the end of a brothel, even if you were a drug dealer? It just doesn't seem particularly.
I've recognised him. He was in The Untouchables.
Kevin Costner.
Yeah, he's guy in white, and he's like, I think Kevin Costner chases him top of this building, and I think he like shoots him off it. He looks like a proper there's 1930s gangsters,
Yeah. Hello. We have drugs now. Thank you, mother. I've just remembered what happens here. Yeah.
So this was still always confusing because he's gone there to, I presume, make a deal to sort of buy more muscle.
Basically, he's swapping guns or drugs for guns.
Okay,
I think that's it. So his is
that's his connection, isn't it?
Yep, his sort of second in command guy.
This film has never really. I've seen this film a couple of times over the years. It never really makes much sense.
So they've literally edited out everything that made it make sense.
Yeah. You just kind of and you end up having to sort of. Yeah. String together the pieces yourselves and think, how's that go from A to B? It's kind of there, but it's not really very well explained.
I think it's one of those things you can tell there was enough footage for it to make sense, and they stopped it making sense.
It's the film is an hour 45, and if they are saying that the backstories and the character development are cut out, would this film have been maybe 2?
Oh my God, I never thought of that. It'd been
2 hours 15 or something.
Easily,
yeah. That would have been too long for an action film. An action film really needs to clock in at an hour 30 or an hour 45 generally, I think, before people get really kind of exhausted by it.
Man, metal straw up the schnoz.
He does the worst like kills. He puts the guns down their crotch. Blow his nuts off.
Through the window with you. Bloody hell.
Amazing. Furniture.
Well, we've got their guns and everything's been done, so now I'll just kill them? Do I get the drugs back? No, he's left the drugs!
What? Can't take the drugs.
Why did he kill them then?
Yeah, it's a bit weird. It's a bit weird.
Oh, so this was like a hotel. So
They're sort of brothel, though. I think
it's clearly a brothel, isn't it?
But sign in for a shag.
Yeah. I like this because they made such a point about editing out all the story, but we keep this bizarre, pointless sequence of
the guy sort of checking out the scene.
Yeah, the brothel owner coming in and going, oh, police are on the way. I'm going to grab the drugs and run. Also, my shirt's hideous. Bye. Because Chuck Norris's friends are Native Americans. That's about all I ever know about them.
Yeah. What are they doing out there?
Just catching crocodiles. He's supposed to be giving airboat rides, but apparently makes no money.
Doesn't he invite him round to like have some dinner, and it's like eating like
frogs.
eels of frogs.
That's it. Yeah, literally eating frogs.
He's finally putting a shirt on. There we go.
Just getting dressed in somebody else's house or something bizarre. Yep, nice white shirt, perfect for hanging around in a sweaty bayou with mud everywhere.
You literally have to wear black, wouldn't you, to hide those sweat stains, but then you just be boiling because it just absorbs all the heat. There's a lot of cutting from day to night.
Now, hard cut to guy in a boat at night time.
It's got a bit of an itch.
Going off to see the voodoo lady of Monkey Island or whatever. No, which island was the voodoo lady on? She was on Malay Island, wasn't she? No, it's the sequel. Oh, forget it.
I never had a chance to play Monkey Island as a kid.
I think it might have been Woodtick. Oh, it's all merged into one over the years. Yeah, so this guy is like the other end of the government who wants Chuck Norris to do stuff, but it kind of...
Because he's now become aware that the guerrilla warfare terrorist guys from Russia and all around the world, from the country of terrorism.
Yeah, Terroristan.
Terroristan, yeah. Made up his Stan.
Pac-Manistan.
They've obviously, he knows they've invaded USA. Invasion USA. And he's going to call on Chuck's skills to save the day by himself. I think Chuck has a deal he makes. Oh, I've got to do it by myself or something.
Yes.
And in a truck.
Yeah. So this guy is kind of not affiliated with the other government guys?
I think it's kind of a secret thing because it's like they still bust him later on.
But when they bust him, isn't that's like a ruse that he's come up with, isn't it? With this guy.
Was it?
Yes, it's as confusing as hell because they've taken out all the exposition.
God. Because he sits there, doesn't he? He's watching these 50s B movies and they burst in and he's just sitting there and goes, what do you want?
They haven't established that this is where Chuck Norris lives at this stage, so this is literally long, slow footage of a guy walking into a dark place.
Yeah, because I thought the same when I first saw this. I was like, whose house is this? You know.
Lloyd Grossman of America here going in through the keyhole. I don't know if I said Lloyd Grossman of America. He is American.
Who lives in a place like this?
Who lives in a place like... Hey!
Yay!
Armadillos.
The best supporting character in the movie.
Yeah. Baby Aardvark? Armadillo? What's the difference between the two? I don't know.
I don't know.
This is weird, isn't it?
There's no plot happening here.
No.
They could have...
Fuck.
Oh, God.
Suddenly Norris. Oh, he knew who he was.
See, this could be like a sequel to, say, Missing in Action or whatever, one of those kind of movies, because we've not introduced this character properly. We are told now that they need his help, etc. But you still get the impression that we are supposed to know who they are.
Yeah, because they have not introduced at all. He's a strong man who has a friend. Great, thanks, guys.
Who has very sort of Gollum-like eyes.
Also, he has an aardvark.
I think this was a phase of Chuck Norris's mullet phase, wasn't it? No, I think the next one on, I think he had the sideburns kind of shaved, or the sides of his hair shaved to make it more of a mullet.
Oh, business in front, party in back. So what's going on here? Jeeps. Definitely Jeeps. Oh, I say Jeeps. Actually, I think there's only one
always
Jeep.
confused me as well, because I thought it was like, is this like another country? Is this where they're going to set up the invasion?
Oh, this is a flashback that they introduced so badly. I didn't realise it was a flashback till it was halfway through. Yeah.
Because it's the flashback is just too long.
Yeah.
It could have had a do sort of like an effect, a ripple effect to sort of show that this is what's happening. Or maybe have him like fall asleep, and then he cuts to this.
I mean, you don't need this bit in a flashback either. Like, we've got the idea he's some sort of politician or something. Oh, this was years ago, but I don't look any younger. Oh. This is when he was a Ghostbuster.
Yeah. They should have Chuck turn up with wearing like 5 layers of denim. It's just too much denim he's got on.
It kills the bad guy.
Move.
By putting so much denim on him, he suffocates.
Oh, have you seen those Chuck Norris jeans?
Oh no, that's not real.
Action jeans, whatever. They're sold in the 80s. Where it's like,
oh my god!
It's got like an extra bit of material around the inner thigh, so you can do kicks and stuff.
Oh my god.
Man, I should bring them back. They're bringing back mum jeans for girls, so get some Chuck Norris jeans. Come on. I love some of them.
He's using the Canon Films rocket launcher.
Property obvious on the side.
It's a law, isn't it? Or
It's
is the law
Menachem's.
smaller? I can't remember.
I do love the old story about Canon Films where the guy says, he goes, guys would turn up to the front door at the head office and with Uzis, and they go, Menachem, there's guys at the front door with guns, and he just goes, tell them to go fuck themselves. Also, people wanting their money back or just being screwed over.
Oh no.
Oh, he's in black. Oh.
Exactly the same haircut. They both have exactly the same haircut. Hunter. 3:15 p.m. Time to die.
Now, this film has a quite interesting score. There's some good stuff in it, actually. It's done by, what was his name again? I think it's was it Jay Chataway? Very chatty man. He did like Star Trek.
Kick.
He did Star Trek Next Generation and Deep Space Nine and things like that. But,
So it turns out this was a dream sequence of the villain.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's bizarre.
He's now got PTSD from being kicked in the face by Norris. Which I think is fair enough, frankly. So yeah, the whole point is Norris had the chance to kill him, wasn't allowed to. You should have let me kill him when I had the chance.
Because if we were watching Death Wish 3, which the music had so dated.
Oh.
This is very much contemporary of what was going on in the mid-80s kind of action movies.
Yeah, we got a bit of synth
Very
in
kind
there.
of
It's
synthy
all-
kind of music, yeah.
Why am I not in focus, my friend? What has happened? Oh, yes, because he becomes obsessed with Norris, possibly to the detriment of their plan. But he's right, because Norris is like a one-man super army from Mars.
Oh, I couldn't wake up and drink a shot of vodka. Ugh.
You've clearly never been Russian enough. That's the only way we tell he's Russian, because he apparently swings out a bottle of vodka. Yeah. Grief. I like being here. I'm in focus here. The thing is, we haven't actually seen Norris being like super one-man army in the past. We've just seen him sneak up on him with a gun.
Yeah. There's nothing. There's been no display of him, doing these amazing heroics or saving the world. Or whatever.
Yeah, so it does come across as more of a personal thing from this guy.
Mm.
Maybe that was in the plot.
They could have had him Chuck Norris kind of sort of training at the beginning instead of being on this little boat thing.
Nice 80s training montage.
Yeah,
Bit of power pop in the background.
Exactly.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Threatsville.
This is when they're going to sort of turn up, aren't they? Just sort of blowing everything up. It's glorious.
This is astonishing. The whole crew on those bloody airboat things, yeah.
It's great. Didn't they use them in I think one of the Bond films? Wasn't it Live and Let Die, or was
Live and
it?
Let Die, yeah. Norris and the chainsaw. Come on now. You push the chainsaw against the wood before you activate the blade. Basic safety. It could bounce back, Chuck. Oh, here we go. They all look like they've got ukuleles from this distance. The militant wing of Shep's Banjo Boys coming in to take him out.
When I was cleaning windows.
Again, Chuck. Slightly too early. Yay!
Yay!
Fuck you, Milk.
I love how he's he's cutting to him like he's seeing it his eye levels, he's down. But the armadillo's higher up.
Yeah,
I don't know.
He puts it on a plinth.
Yes,
Both literally and figuratively. Yeah, all right, we get the idea. One of this
Chuck can cut wood.
Failed metaphor for something. Yeah, come on. Oh, I see. He doesn't hear them coming because he's doing the chainsaws. They were lucky they got him on a chainsaw morning.
Is that Bronson?
Yeah, it's a Bronson impersonator.
Turkish Bronson.
Yes. Charlie Monsoon or something. Oh, they've got the rocket launcher prop again. Excellent.
Oh, the music's really good here.
Oh, you ruined the music, Chuck.
You just chainsawed over the score.
Don't know what I'm cutting this wood for. Fire? I don't know. Well, we know he lives here. We've just seen him go inside.
And he's got a sweaty back.
Yeah. Fire the sweaty back seeking missiles. Oh, what's going on here? Oh, his mate's turned up.
He doesn't even notice them, you know.
Oh, no. But where would he get that gun from so quick? Is it his arm? Can he transform? Oh, no.
He got it so quickly with an edit, you know.
But he did save Chuck's life by warning him, although it doesn't appear like he heard him. Good God.
Nice. Yeah, blow that shit up. Lovely jubbly.
Oh no, is the Aardvark stroke armadillo, whatever it is, okay?
I've never seen anyone like turn an M16 sideways.
Gangster style.
You don't do it as an M16, do you?
Not if you want to hit anything and not break your arm. Yes.
Oh, the Asian guy with the shades who we saw a minute ago, he's the lightning guy from Big Trouble in Little China.
Oh, shit!
Because later on you see him, he gets killed, but he takes his
Does he inflate
off.
and then explode?
Oh, that'd be amazing. That's thunder, isn't it?
Oh, that's the other one, yeah. Oh, don't worry. He's okay.
Thank God for that.
I don't think we ever see it again after this, so
No.
enjoy this footage, guys.
It's great if you've got like radioactive and got really big.
That's how the film should end. Norris is about to get shot.
Does a wolf whistle and it calls it.
Giant, it just rolls into a ball and smacks the bad guy in the head. Yes.
Sounds like a Godzilla movie.
Chuck rides it into the sunset. Well, I think we showed this footage earlier, but it was good, so we'll show it again. Yeah,
that's very naughty.
I'm just going to drag this dying man into a burning building because. Oh wait, there's no fire now. Yeah, exactly.
Oh shit! This is directed by Joe Zito, who did Missing in Action, and he did a couple of other action movies. Didn't do much for a number of years, but he was in line to direct the Spider-Man movie for Canon.
Oh,
he spent a whole year developing it and never got off the ground because I presume they couldn't either get the effects to work or the budget just wouldn't allow him to achieve what he wanted. And then Albert Pyun, who directed Captain America, was going to do Spider-Man as well, along with He-Man 2, and then that kind of got scrapped, and then all the sets and props went towards Cyborg.
Yes, yep. Old Van Damme, bless him.
Yeah, but Joe Zito was pretty good. I mean, the action in this is fine as we come to see it. I mean, it's quite well shot, and when we see them invade the USA and blow stuff up, I mean, the trivia behind that, like how they got the opportunity to blow up all those buildings, is incredible. That'll probably never happen again for a long time, getting that opportunity. But yeah,
yep. Strike while the iron's hot.
Exactly.
Or while the rocket launcher's hot. Well, better put a lamp on.
It's not like it's dark, Chuck. You can still see.
Yeah. Oh yes, because he's going to burn his friend's corpse without informing the police or the friend's family or anything. I get the feeling there would have been more set up to that character as to why this would make sense, as opposed to just Chuck burning corpses for a laugh.
Yeah.
Also, you haven't got your armadillo out of there. You could burn your armadillo.
Yeah, didn't he walk down those steps over there?
Yeah.
Go pick him up. What are you doing?
He's going to get caught in the fan. It's going to be a tragedy.
Man. Now, I did meet Chuck Norris briefly.
Really?
Last year.
Oh, shit.
I was in America.
And you lived.
And I lived, yes. I was in America. I got his autograph as well. I don't know where it's gone. Because he had all these pictures. It had like Invasion USA and it had like Delta Force and Texas Ranger, Walker Texas Ranger. And I had to grab the one where he's with Bruce Lee. I thought, come on, it's Bruce Lee. I spoke to Chuck and I said, I'm making this documentary. I'd love to have you in it. And he was like, I knew it was quite loud, but I knew his hearing had kind of gone quite a bit because he was just like, couldn't you hear me? He just said to me, look, he goes, Oliver, you got to speak to my wife. She's my PA. You need to chat with her. And she was, if I knew that, I would have gone to her straight away, but then she disappeared as soon as I had to wait about 2.5 hours in line to speak to him, surrounded by people in their 40s and 50s dressed as Walker Texas Ranger. And I was
my goodness.
Yeah, it's quite funny. But yeah, he still looks the same, I suppose. I mean, I think he's had work done, like most Hollywood stars on the old face-aroo.
Hang on, John Eagle's restaurant. So he owned a restaurant as well.
What?
Hang on.
Wait a minute.
Because it was John Eagle's boat rides, and he said, "Oh, you don't make any money from the boat rides," but he also owned a restaurant.
Ugh. So he's been feeding people frogs.
Apparently, literally so. They were
frog
advertising
burgers.
them. Yeah. Well, fair enough.
If they'd set that up, that would have been... The whole scene would have made sense.
God, that's weird, isn't it? Yeah, well, better go to the beach and have a chat about how evil we are. Decadent Americans. We will destroy them with
It would have been more
this bun.
in tune with what they're sort of criticising the Americans, saying, "Oh, we're going to, destroy take advantage of their liberties and rules, whatever." Be in a posh restaurant and say, "We're going to, watching these people kind of enjoy themselves and their wealth."
Yeah.
Now they're just like a shitty, dingy kind of restaurant
And the edge of a bayou.
Yeah.
It's like these people don't seem particularly
doesn't
decadent.
quite translate.
Yeah. The young, sexy couple.
Oh, you have to always have to have a little bit of like nudity in a canon film, especially an action one. If it's not a Van Damme film getting his bum out, then it's going to be...
True, it's this guy with frighteningly tight trunks, yeah. Oh,
this is where the
4th of July.
The terrorists are coming. They're coming.
The hell was that? It's a flare, mate. I think you probably knew that. Well, we'll watch our tiny television.
One of the Sinclair one.
Oh, no, they were much smaller. I don't know how they're running it, because the batteries in those things last like 8 seconds. So
8 seconds.
I mean, they would have definitely turned it off when they went into the water.
Just more than Atari Lynx.
Yes. Oh, that's 3 times an Atari Lynx. Come on. Oh. Who's this? Oh,
it's going to be... It's
ominous music. It's second in command, guy.
Yeah, that's right. The arms dealer.
And now we establish with a long, slow pan.
Very slow.
He looks like a really disappointed dad or something. I told you not to see this boy again.
Yeah. This is pretty harsh, though. He just blows them away.
Yeah.
They could have showed he had some sense of humanity in him, a sense of kindness.
Nope.
Just let him get away, and then
none whatsoever. Totally bang.
This is all about the bad guys are completely bad. The terrorists are bad. There's no. They have their own. There's no kind of point to show that the audience could have some sympathy for them and their views of thinking. But
no. There's no complexity or depth.
It's completely clean cut,
but look,
bad and good.
I smile at the program after I've killed people, just to ram home how evil I am. Oh, the boats are coming.
Tom Hanks returns. Well said.
Captain Phillips is on there as well. Just all Tom Hanks characters.
Yeah.
Forrest Gump comes in with his shrimp ship. Yeah. It's an invasion of the Hankses. Sully flying the plane in.
You often tell if they've just done one take where if you see people trip up or whatever. I think these guys get through it okay, but they're all the way they're running is so funny.
We've got nearly 120 people. That's enough to invade America.
That's a lot of people they've got as extras.
Yeah. But probably not enough for an invasion of a massive, highly populated landmass. Oh! A bit of corpse leg breakage for the kids there. Crikey. We never do discover his motivation, really, do we? Seems to be vaguely political.
It's just his hatred for
everything,
Chuck.
Yeah.
And because they're going to use... Don't they trick the American people to go against their own...
Yeah. So the principle is, if you go around with a rocket launcher and blow up houses, this causes people to blow up their own houses as well. I'm not entirely sure that's really how it works.
I love they're very organised, these people.
A lot of vans and trucks.
Yeah. He just kind of mumbled that.
America will be like some kind of cheesecake. I don't know where I'm going with this metaphor. Anyway, get the vans out. That's a lot of trucks.
See, with them cutting out the story and stuff, there's other scenes which just feel like padding.
Yeah.
Like they're just dragged out. Like that edit went on for too long. They could have cut that.
And the idea is that each one of those trucks has gone to a different part of America, but that's not particularly clear. Oh, it's him again.
Imagine if they land on the East Coast and they've got to get up. Someone's got to go to the West Coast of America. It's
yeah.
I've got to go for miles. It'll take days.
Yeah, you wouldn't be there in 24 hours and haven't done your job.
God, no.
Bloody fast trucks, you know. Yay.
I'm going to take down an entire army by myself.
To be fair, the army's only like 100 people. You can do it in a couple of days. Most of them will be very tired from driving across the country. You know.
Yeah. If I calculate, I shoot 10 people a day. It wouldn't take too long.
If I can get that up to 12, then should be done within a week. There's a nice tracking shot on the beach. It's been a pain in the arse to set up.
Oh, God, yeah. Oh, Lois Lane turns up in a minute. And Chuck's already there.
Yes.
Chuck's there to investigate the scene. He's sniffed out the tourist because he has tourist spidey sense. Which we come
Norris
to realise.
sense tingling. It's that damn photographer woman with her boots and her camera and her total lack of any footage. It all ended up on the cutting room floor. You got a feel for these people as well after you spent ages filming all these scenes. Then you watch the film like, you've cut me out in such a way. Yeah.
You know, there's a great. I read the script; it was fantastic, and all this crap. And you star in it, and everything gets cut out. And everyone will be like, "Whoa, it made no sense. What were you talking about?"
This reminds me of this is a friend of a friend who was very excited to be on a poster for a television series. It was like a sort of documentary thing on one of these cable channel type things. But it's going to be a poster. Oh, it's going to be huge. And it came out, and literally the shot they used, she was just like a corpse lying under a mat with a toe tag thing on.
What?
So it was just a billboard of basically pictures of the bottoms of her feet. It's like she'd been telling everyone's going to this amazing modelling job. It's like, so what happened to that? Well, you know, and didn't kind of show the family. It's just like, I thought it was going to be, you know, like posing properly, not just or something they could have done with a stock image, you know. Anyway, it's Christmas.
Now, this is, as I was saying earlier about sort of blowing up the houses, and they had the great opportunity to do this. Was basically. Was it in Atlanta they were shooting this, I believe, and they were extending the runway at an airport. But to extend this runway, they'd have to basically demolish all these people's houses.
Oh.
And it's essentially a town, it's like a shopping mall, and obviously a very costly expense to move these people somewhere else. At the time, they instead of them destroying these properties themselves, they said, well, yeah, you can blow them up. So all these houses are literally blown up for real. It's crazy.
That's amazing,
it's not
really,
just
isn't
like
it?
plywood, set up and blow. This is real houses blowing up.
I'd like to point out the kids argue over who's picked the star on the top of the tree, but it's not a star. It looks more like an aerial or something.
Really?
Yeah. Oh.
Definitely shoot them.
All these wholesome American
with
kids.
the bazooka, which I had earlier.
It's the middle of the night, but they're playing American football in the streets. See, look.
Oh, yeah.
It's at the top of Red Square or something.
Shoot the child.
They make it so easy by just like being kids. How dare they be kids? My rocket launcher will teach them. I thought they'd made a point of this so that the girl wasn't in the house when it exploded, but nope, she goes back in.
Pass me the cannon gun.
Yep. It's got the logo on it, property of Canon.
It fires, it makes the theme tune. Boom!
That would be amazing. Oh, no, you don't get to shoot. I get to shoot. That was a shame. He'd lined it up and everything. Bloody hell, what is in that?
Jesus.
Also, don't you have to reload that? Isn't that a single shot thing?
Nice.
Pretty sure it is.
That's amazing. And this is all what the Canon producers wanted. They just wanted to get to the action, blow stuff up.
Yeah, this certainly happened.
And the police said, "Oh, there's too much plot. Cut it out. Let's get to the good bit."
I mean, amazing explosion, because as you said, they got to blow up real houses. So, you know.
It's mental.
Oh,
And
that
people
guy
are
had
still
one
in them.
bullseye. Look. Yeah, exactly, yes.
They weren't told the date when they're going to be moving out. Yeah, it's going to be next week.
I see.
They turn up.
Yeah, don't go back in if you've forgotten your keys, guys. Because
There's a film crew outside. What's going on?
Oh. Well, that's some good exploding.
You missed that house over there.
Yeah.
Come on. What are you doing?
He's only got so many rockets. Come on.
Yeah, that's true. You missed that house. Come on. Come on. What are you doing?
I may be a child, but I survived the explosion.
Haven't you ever played Mass Destruction? You've got to destroy everything. It's like- That was a warning, I suppose.
So, yeah, this is the thing. Oh, we're going to blow a load of houses up. Then the American people will turn on each other. They'd be more likely to turn on the external threat that actually did it.
They go to their neighbours. Did you shoot up my house?
Yeah. The implication is they start blowing up each other's houses. Well, cat's out of the bag now, guys. Can't put the genie back in the bottle. Time to blow everything up. There's the little girl. She lives, but the family apparently doesn't. She's just kidnapping her or something. I don't know.
I'll put you on top of the tree. Here we go.
Come on, you've got to star in Stranger Things next week.
And the reporter ladies do some more reporting.
Yep.
Now, this is where they basically, they get this community, the Latino community, isn't it?
It is indeed, yeah.
To turn on the police because they turn up and, as police, masquerading as policemen, and shoot them all down. The guy on the right there, you ever seen the film called Leviathan?
No.
It's like a sort of alien knockoff, but underwater. Peter Weller's in it, Ernie Hudson. You've got to see it. It's amazing.
Ooh.
But he's one of the guys in it, basically.
Ah.
And everyone, it's like they uncover this kind of weapon. It's like a liquid that sort of turns you into this kind of fish monster. Yeah, it goes a bit crap. But the monster's a bit crap.
Sold.
Really. But yeah, but it's really well shot and stuff.
Generic music.
I love how they're just stuck on a sticker saying Miami.
Yes, literally so.
This is Miami people, all right?
Is that Colonel Gaddafi in that car? Yeah. Oh, Gaddafi, damn you.
We ain't friendly. See, that's the guy from Big Trouble in Little China.
Yeah, it really is, isn't it?
I don't think he has any words in that film, apart from just making grunts,
Yeah.
and like as he controls the lightning.
Oh no, it's a massacre. So this makes a bit more sense, trying to convince people the police have turned on them.
Yeah.
But again, it wouldn't take much for them to say, yeah, that wasn't the police, quite obviously, Oh, we got the line.
No.
Reminds me a bit of the Terminator, the Genesis trailer. I've never actually seen the film, but...
You never saw it?
No, I've never seen
You
that.
never punished yourself
I've
with
never
that?
seen Salvation or Genesis, and I don't really want to. I kind of regret watching Rise of the Machines.
Salvation is, if you could say out of those new 3 ones, after T2, I think Salvation's probably the best, but that's not really saying much.
I don't know why it's reminded me of that.
I'm trying to think which scene you're trying to think of.
Who plays the T-1000 in that?
Oh, it's an Asian guy.
Is he dressed as police or has
Yes.
Because it's a redo of Robert Patrick.
That's right.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's probably what it is.
But in 1984.
Ooh. Well, I thought I'd turn up to take some photographs of a party for no reason, and the terrorists came along.
It's like,
That's
maybe
just my life.
Everyone will be like trying to think why are they shooting at us. Was it the music?
Yeah.
It kind of wasn't that bad.
Now, this is odd, because they're like, we hate you now, and all that. If you'd just been shot up by people you thought were police, you'd probably run if more police came along.
Yeah.
Because, your house brick there isn't going to stand up to shotguns and stuff.
If this is set in Miami, then that invasion is all set in Miami, isn't it?
Yes.
It must have, because the only reason why the reporter's there. It'd be so funny if it was like, they invaded New York and suddenly she's in Miami. It's hot. She keeps jumping around the country.
And here they are in Sweden. Yes.
And I felt like this scene here is like kind of implies that Chuck's character has kind of been out of the main city for a long time, and he's come back into the sort of reality, as it were, sort of the normality of what's going on, and everything's just gone down to shit.
Like to a ridiculous degree. Yes.
Yeah.
But this has nothing to do with the terrorists. This didn't happen instantly.
No. This is like he's going through Detroit or something. It's like a shithole, and
the splatterpunks will be.
And everyone's shouting abuse at poor Chuck. He's just
just literally driving past in an old truck. Like, bloody hell!
Leave my truck alone.
I love this truck. Yeah. Hey, look at this crap. Like what? We're just going through like an 80s rogues gallery. We've had some pimps. We'll have the Hells Angels next. Yeah. It's all got a bit Death Wish 3, really. Perhaps he has just driven through the neighbourhood from Death Wish 3. Gil's spot. I mean, we all get spots from time to time. There's no reason to draw attention to it in such an extreme manner.
It's walked into like the crappiest bar ever.
This is where he has to prove how strong he is.
Doesn't he crush some guy's nuts? No, he crushes the guy's holding the bottle. Isn't he?
That's it. I was going to say, I don't remember any nut crushing, but to be fair,
I won't put it past him, though.
Yeah. Ooh. I'm the sweaty guy who chews all the time.
Because Chuck had done like a couple of action movies before this, like Eye for an Eye and The Octagon, and I think there's another action movie as well. But the 80s were really like the time for Chuck to do this. He sort of had this kind of career resurgence, I suppose, because he was this world class karate champion in the late 60s and the 70s. Also, was friends with Bruce Lee in The Way of the Dragon. But I don't think he'd done much throughout that period. I think he did run a bunch of karate schools. And then kind of make that leap back into film. And the 90s, for me, it was just the TV show, wasn't it? Texas Ranger.
And before that, you had that weird period where you tried to appeal more to kids, didn't you, with the Karate Commandos cartoon.
Oh, yeah, we started, 5 episodes or something?
I have absolutely no idea.
There is action figures, isn't there? I think,
yes, the action figures are pretty cool. Little ninjas and stuff.
Like karate... Did it have like karate action features?
Some kind of thing. Not the chop, twist and kick. That was Karate Kid figures, of course.
Yeah.
But there was something going on with springs and bits. So he goes to see his friend who refuses to help him, apart from give him some basic information, I believe.
It's stuff he already knows.
Yeah, you're right, Chuck. Terrorists are bad. They were in the business of carpet removal.
See, his character isn't really set up either.
But not at all. The first time I thought that was just cutting to him dead for a second. But blimey, that was a bad bar.
He just died instantly.
My favourite cut I've ever seen like that, I won't describe now, is in Pray for Death, the Sho Kosugi film.
Oh, yeah.
There's such an astonishing hard cut in that. I can't count over 20. See?
So this is also like a similar thing, isn't it? With the sort of his concerns are that people are going to fight back and it's going to make things worse.
Yeah.
So it's exactly what the bad guys want. But it's also like in the sort of the comparisons we'd made, I think with Death Wish 3 was that there is that sort of that vigilante thing going on, but also it's a one-man army versus hundreds of people. And Chuck doesn't get anyone to assist him in this, does he? At all. It's all...
No, I think it's literally him. Yeah. I mean, I'd presume the photographer lady would be in it somewhere, but certainly not in this cut.
Yeah.
I'm enjoying the very cartoony Terminator. We got a guy who makes demo music for the Amiga scene to do our logo here. Yeah, I brought you cakes.
Oh, he wrapped it as well. What a generous man.
My God, look at that guy. That's amazing.
God,
This incredibly swollen Hulk.
yeah.
He looks like he's been inflated.
I have no neck.
Yeah. Don't arm wrestle that guy. Even Chuck can't arm wrestle that guy.
He can barely walk.
Yeah, my God.
I'm so buff. I can't move. His mate's completely bent out of shape as well. I love it.
So they've gone to a bar, which could be the same bar from earlier from a different angle.
Yeah.
Some nudity.
I've completely forgotten what happens here.
This is exactly what has happened to me. I remember the really swollen guy. I'd say swole guy, but he looks more swollen, to be fair. Yeah, I can't remember this scene at all.
I'm a bit baffled.
I remember it happening. It's in the cut. I've seen what goes on. I think somebody flies out of a window at some stage, as in his throat.
Is this where it's going to sort of... is this still part of their plan to sort of get everyone riled up to, attack each other? The beefcake's walked in.
Oh, he's going... That's it.
Okay. Is this the terrorist guys having a bit of fun?
Yeah.
Okay. Great.
But he's been... Yes,
It's a
I
trap,
remember.
it's a trap, isn't it? Because Chuck's there.
Yes.
See, this is not set up at all.
No. Or Chuck just teleports to the right place at the right time. Yet again.
There we go. Chuck's there now. Yeah, okay.
This snakeskin belt.
Back into the room, as it were. Do we have one? Yeah, this is the first kick from Chuck.
Oh. Oh, no, we did have one kick earlier. He knocked out the bad guy in the flashback.
Oh. What do you know about terrorists?
Where's Rostov? Rostov! That's what this film needs. Him shouting, Rostov! And shaking his fist to the sky. Oh, look out.
Action kick. Come on.
Ooh. Oh, yeah? I'm going to run now.
He's gone, fair enough.
Yep.
Stop
Just
disappearing.
get that giant buff guy. Oh. So apparently this guy gives him enough information to basically predict all future actions of the terrorists to the closest
Yeah, I think
minute.
I think that's what it's supposed to imply. All their sort of the key points where they're going to be landing or coming into sort of cause some terrorist activity.
My God.
Beefcake!
It's like Lou Ferrigno had a baby with Lou Ferrigno.
Chuck certainly has more charm than Charles Bronson, because Bronson was just literally asleep at the wheel, wasn't he?
Yes, absolutely.
I mean, Chuck himself is not really doing that much in the movie in terms of what he can do. He can do far more. It's like the film hasn't... Well, because he's written it himself, but maybe he's written in a way where he didn't want to be that sort of martial arts guy doing the same thing. You've paid to see him do something else, sort of a bit more challenging for him, but... In retrospect, it seems less of a challenge because he doesn't really have much dialogue, so to speak, and his emotions are very much just neutral.
Maybe he does all his martial arts during the plot sequences, which they cut out. He's just kicking people in the face while they're talking. Oh no, my God!
Nice.
Oh. He was 2 days away from retirement.
Oh, this is great, this bit!
Oh, this is like the Blues Brothers or something.
Oh, it's wonderful.
Oh, this arsehole kid. He's just like
Yeah,
rude kid sequence.
Didn't he flick that bubble gum or
Yeah,
something?
it's really odd. They should have had Rostov up here and say, this is what we're trying to destroy. This rudeness. Because you have the big old truck there, so I assume Chuck was going to nick that at some point. Chekhov's truck.
But
I don't think that happens.
He doesn't. He jumps onto the side of it, doesn't he?
Yeah.
And some idiot left the keys in it.
Yeah.
Anyone can just like jump in there and go, I'll steal that.
That's That's not very sensible, is it?
But I love the bit where, because one of the terrorists leaves a bomb in a bag and leaves it in the store. It's like John Lewis, isn't it?
Oh,
The
yes.
Sales, whatever.
And somebody running, you forgot your bag, mister.
The guy's literally running away from him. He's just like, wait. Just like, nowadays, anyone leaves anything lying there by themselves, whatever. Just a random bag, it's left at a train station or a shop. Everyone just panics. Like back in the day, though, you just be like, I'll have that.
Yeah.
It's mine. Yeah. It's mine now.
Finders keepers. That's a very 80s suit.
Oh, this box is ticking. What's in this? It must be a big clock. Boom.
Retirement carriage clock. Is it beeping?
It's beeping, yeah.
Fucking hell.
It's a massive Casio watch. Built for giants.
You used to be able to get those massive Casio-style watches to hang on the wall, didn't you?
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
I think they were knockoffs.
It has the handle as well.
Oh, yeah.
The strap, sorry.
Yeah. And the analog ones were more popular.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. Gonna blow up the perfumery. The death will smell great.
It's like a Terminator.
I'm leaving now.
I am a machine.
Go to the chopper. No, wait, that's Predator.
He's like, no, fuck off.
Yeah. You're all right, mate. Fucking hell. Yep. Cutting across the elves. It's bounced off him like a pinball.
Arrest him. He left his package.
At this stage, if you see he's running from security guards, you probably wouldn't be chasing along with.
This guy must have is fucked up because they just turned around and shot everyone. Was it supposed to be like a bit more subtle? I don't know.
Why would you bother with bombs and stuff if you're just going to go in and... What's the idea to set off bombs and machine gun people as they run to the exits?
Yeah, possibly. That's not obviously at all implied, though. Yeah. They haven't said that in the story. Here comes Chuck. He obviously heard the bomb.
Dun, 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 dun. I hate ties. It's a good job none of them has him. Oh, they do have grenade launchers, but they don't seem to be able to fire them very accurately.
Don't tend to use them either.
Oh. What was that display? A load of mannequins submerged in Christmas baubles. Very odd. Oh,
he's got his mini Uzis, hasn't he?
Yep, twin micro Uzi.
Oh, man.
Oh, that was my elbow in the door. He strapped them to himself in case he drops them because they're so small he can't find them again.
I think that was Chuck there. Looked like Chuck.
It was a good roll.
Yeah.
Here we go. The Nissan's going for it.
No, he actually hotwires it. I thought he had the
good.
keys. Oh, okay, that's yeah. There's logic there. Yeah. That was a great death. There's some more of those funny jumps later on.
Oh, look out. Extremely underpowered
one guy's
grenade.
Machine gun. It's like some World War II gun. It's like something you'd use.
It's like a
battlefield.
A Sten gun or a Bren? No, Bren gun was sideways. Sten gun maybe. Don't know. Oh, here we go. Chuck Norris is in your mirror, maybe closer than they appear. That's tremendous. Absolutely tremendous. I mean, this is great that you can cause carnage on such this scale.
Oh, it's wonderful. Yeah, Chuck's doing it. It's in there, yeah. I mean, it's not too much of a dangerous stunt, I suppose. If you're just kind of strapped onto it, and all you're hitting is like cardboard or whatever it is, or just like cheap MDF or something.
And suddenly, photographer.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Oh, this is great.
This is so bizarre.
They take a hostage, don't they? They've got they drive up the side of it and try and make her jump over to the other car. Literally holding on to her by her hair.
Bloody hell. Oh, now we're talking. The synth's got funky.
Chuck away!
To the rescue!
Oh!
Oh, blimey. Smashed up some cars, didn't they? They certainly had budget for this, crikey.
Jesus. This is like, this is... Well, I think for action movie, for Canon films, like over 10 million, I think it was. And that was like, for them, that's quite pricey action movie. Especially when they cut corners everywhere.
Yeah.
I think Canon loved what they were seeing so much they gave them like more money to throw into it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. From the rushes, but...
Yep. She's definitely not having a good time there. She appeared to be much higher up in the previous shot than in the close, but we won't bring them up on that.
It's kind of they've not shown that they need to take hostages. They're all out to kill people. So why would they take her?
Yeah, sort of protection as they're going along. I don't really.
It's just down to, I presume, just to show that they can have this sort of sequence. They can do it.
Oh, he's reloading. You're on borrowed time, guys. Ugh. Yay!
Now, does the car explode? I can't remember.
I should think so. I would bloody hope so.
Some of these people are already lying on the floor before they went past.
Just really drunk.
I swear to God.
Oh,
that was he threw his grenade in. Yeah. Okay.
Looks like a different type of grenade landed than the one he threw. I couldn't make it out. But
it's one of those Nazi ones.
Yes, stick
ones.
Throws it in. It's a literal pineapple. Yeah. Oh. Moral of the story: never steal a contest winner's car.
Oh, what would have been better, right? It had a competition where everyone's got to literally stay awake and put their hands on the car to see who stay awake the longest. And they just should have just had all these people there. And the guy drives off, and everyone goes, falls over.
Somebody running along. It's that woman. She won't let go. I'm going to win this.
Yeah, that would have been great.
Oh.
I think
you've been sussed out, mate.
I think they did one of those competitions in like Cambridge at one time.
Oh.
Yeah, these people just want to win. I think it was to win a vehicle. I think he also shoots them in the groin as well. He's got a weird fixation of putting the guns down their pants and blowing their nuts off.
Tell me, how was your relationship with your mother? Bang! I see. He said we should rent Missing in Action.
Wasn't Missing in Action 2? That was the first Missing in Action. But then they just basically released the sequel first. And then,
oh my God.
And then the sequel was the prequel.
Oh, what?
Yeah, because they found out the sequel was actually better than the first film. So yeah.
Bloody hell.
So you end up watching the good film first, but then the second one, it's even better. It's even worse.
So officially, there's a sequel to this, but in reality, it's not a sequel to this at all.
No, that was it. Yeah, it was Michael Dudikoff film, Avenging Force.
That's it. I have a copy somewhere. I've never watched that one.
Wait a minute, didn't you give it to me?
I think I probably did send you a
There's a
copy.
VHS somewhere. That's right. Yeah. Chuck didn't want to do it, I think, and then it's the sequel. Then it was kind of, I think, it had the same character in it.
Yes, played by a different guy, just same name, and no other connection to this, really. My understanding.
Avenging Force. There's so many great titles these action movies because they couldn't use like there's a select number of words you can use to sort of to be an action movie.
Redundant Force.
Rebate punch or something like that.
Invasion useless.
Exit fist.
Impotent Race 3000. Just
It makes no sense.
Well, there we go. Tank on the street, that'll make everyone feel safer. Oh, God.
No,
Somebody stretched the tape there. Yeah. Well, who needs a tank when you've got a Norris?
It's basically, I think the Phantom Menace takes a lot from this film. So I think it's an invasion, and then all the robots come in. Instead of terrorists, it's robots.
You said people gonna die?
And Chuck Norris plays. Well, they separate Chuck Norris's personality into 3 people, which is Obi-Wan, Qui-Gon, and Jar Jar, I suppose.
I really hope the photographer stops Norris, says, but what about the droid attack on the Wookiees?
Oh, damn.
Oh. The real army's here.
Just one. Well, no, Chuck Norris is driving. He's looking at his rear view mirror and the side mirror.
Yeah, solid driving.
Yeah, solid driving.
I mean, really, that car has been shot so many times. It's only got one light, so that's a bit of a problem.
Yeah.
Oh no, it's not real army. It's pretend army, because of course the army would not spot at all a completely fresh Jeep of a different design coming in. Military tend to be quite tight on that kind of stuff.
You're not American.
Yeah. Hang on. That's an Uzi, not an ID. Well, that was fun. I'm so angry at being shot. It's my least favourite thing.
We should just cut to him, just went, bleh.
Exactly that noise. Bleh.
I was close.
What about you? Do you like talking?
Do you have a problem with America?
No. Please don't kill me. I've got a ginger beard.
I like action movies. Don't shoot me. I love America. Boom.
Well, we've got a little bit of plot, guys.
These are the little bit. These are kind of the connecting bits, aren't they? They've put in to sort of demonstrate how Chuck Norris knows they're going to be at the next checkpoint to destroy something.
Yep, that still doesn't quite hold together.
I think the next bit is the school bus.
Oh my God, the school! Hang on, we've got the family going into the church first. Don't forget that classic sequence.
Oh God, yes, because this is so stupid. It's a massive editing fluff here. I think really, they're not. I think they've obviously may not even shot it. They put the bomb outside the church.
Yeah.
They take the cable wire to set it off, but they don't look at the church. But because Chuck Norris has already gone in, he's taken it, gone around behind them, climbed up the back at the top of this building, and then throws it down at them. I'm like, wasn't anyone paying attention? Unless Chuck Norris can go invisible. That's one of his skills.
So yeah, well, I think that's the only sensible explanation.
Because he's often missing in action.
Yeah.
So he can't be found.
Old Archie Bunker getting the family in. Let's explode a church. That's a bad guy thing to do. Please let me afford new glasses. These are too ostentatious. And that evil's name, Ninja Turtles.
There's a sign there for Visa and MasterCard. Was that the street name?
Yes. I'll meet you on the corner of Visa and MasterCard.
What? So bizarre.
Well,
It's a really old briefcase. That must be a massive bomb. It's just like that's not really.
There are a lot of just random explosive-looking things. And some wires. What more do you need?
That's like bags of flour, really.
Another church across the road. That Episcopal church, whatever. Episcopal church, I can never say that, is just an office building.
Which was just like a sign slapped on it.
Yeah. I hate Chuck Norris. Also,
Oh,
churches.
yeah, because obviously Chuck Norris ain't going to games. He's conveniently going away now.
Yeah. Trying to see what the place to the left was, but
This bloke puts his back into it. Look.
ooh. One on the left, is that a wig? It looks like a wig, but in the 80s, you're never too sure.
Yeah, you can never tell. Everyone's really poofy hair, wasn't it? Just didn't move. Got to be
just, it's pulling a massive wire across the street. See, even in earlier films, generally they had wireless stuff.
Yeah, it's like a radio thing, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Just turn the thing and off you go. Look,
What?
this is weird.
Oh, yeah, you have to
because-
physically plug it in.
Yeah.
He's putting his speaker wire in.
It's a TV remote on a wire.
Yes.
It is the future.
Press the Netflix button. Boom! VHS has exploded. Oh, no.
Look at that. No one's watching.
I'd have ended the film there. Just have the credits rolling. So that's a scene from The Dark Knight. Oh, no.
That's a directing blunder.
That is, yeah, it makes no sense. That was a very, very convoluted electronic box they had to set the thing off when all it had to do was form a circuit.
Yes. That's all I had to do. Simple process.
You will have to eat your own legs.
Wait a minute. That's the same font in Death Wish 3.
Just somebody on Canon with really good handwriting.
It's the same stencils or something. It's just colour them in. Did that just say firm and crisp?
I think it did. Canned cash lightning. Cash liquidations.
There's a lot of cash liquidations around here.
Yeah.
Mm.
Damn it.
So it blends all that money and you can drink it.
That's all they've got to eat now that the meat's run out.
There's new milkshakes. Name brands.
If you can name 5 brands, you win $1. Heinz, Jolly Green Giant. Oh no!
Kellogg's. Ah!
It is a fake military, but don't worry. Chuck's here in the nick of time to save the photographer.
Imagine he just comes in and balls it up and shoots all the pedestrians. And oh no, what have I done? Shit, I'm making out of it.
Oh well.
Oh, the great play gets shot in a minute. It's great death.
I've been shot. I will fall to the side now. Oh no. They've got her. But Chuck is missing in action again. Yeah, Hunter, you shit. Stop being so good at everything.
What did he do?
He kind of held the gun so that when he pulled the trigger, he shot himself in the head, I think is the
It
implication.
didn't even look like that.
No, it didn't look like that.
That was good. That was just a quick block when he went to slap him. No one slaps Chuck Norris.
When Captain America throws his mighty shield. Bye. She hates him so much for constantly saving her life.
Yeah.
It's weird. Again, there's probably something been cut out there. Well, time to get on the school bus, because they're evacuating the kids. So they're evacuating the kids by sticking them all in one easily destroyed area. Somebody hasn't thought this through.
Oh, she's got a Cabbage Patch, the old kid.
Ah.
Do you remember seeing those old news reports when they like
Oh,
report
man.
all those like big mothers back in the day, like in the 80s, like overweight, all got these mad haircuts, fighting.
So, yeah, tearing
death.
each other's flesh so they
Yeah,
can get a garbage pail kid for the things.
Yeah. Bonkers.
Now I can do nothing but think about the garbage pail kid stickers. I shouldn't have made that joke. Atom bomb.
Yeah, my lunchbox is stuck with those garbage pail kids stickers. I had loads of them.
Really nice book. that has them all in.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
And the front cover has like a dust jacket on that feels like a bubblegum wrapper.
Oh, man.
It's not relevant to Chuck Norris, but
No.
it is a nice nostalgia book.
Definitely.
Ooh.
So I
from
think
the
their
young ones.
reasonings for killing the kids is basically because they won't stop singing merrily, 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 merrily.
It's the bus drivers' union.
Yeah. Sick of this fucking song. In The Simpsons, when they'll see Seymour Skinner's driving all the kids on the bus, and they can't stop singing. They keep singing it, and then he gets stuck in traffic, and he can't pull out.
Yeah.
And then Ralph just goes, merrily, because shut up. It's like... It's so good because they just won't let him get out.
If Otto was driving the bus in this, that would be amazing. One of those states where you only need a real
I love this,
license plate.
because they're slowing all the traffic down, obviously because they've got roadworks, but the roads are so fucking wide, anyone can... You just drive on, look! Why don't you just stop him?
Probably should have driven round him, but there we are. Oh shit,
Nice
son.
action roll.
We have no respect for your road bollards. Yep, just going to nuke a load of kids with a magnetic bomb. Why not? Bloody hell, it's got a short fuse on it.
Yeah, it doesn't look like they've sped up the footage there, because that countdown is quicker than natural normal second, isn't
much quicker. You're talking, over or under half a second. I would
Yeah,
say.
they sped that up.
Taking it back to the shop. My time bomb is too fast.
I tried to get away, just blew my arm off.
Oh dear, you haven't got much time, Chuck. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nope.
It's too late, Chuck.
Chuck got an extended play somehow. So I don't know how he knows this bomb is on there.
No, you didn't even see it get put on.
Yeah, I mean, he's miles away.
Well, you know,
Free bomb.
Chuck's-
Can't turn that down.
everyone in movies have telescopic vision, because they can zoom in, can't they?
So,
They
yeah.
can always see what's happening.
Again, it would have just exploded again. So, yeah.
Yeah, Chuck.
Yeah.
And he's gonna. I love this because he just throws it in their car. No, he sticks it to their car, doesn't he? And then they're
Yeah.
like, "Oh my god!" And then they're trying to slow down to get rid of it, but then boom. Oh, thank you. I wonder where I put that.
Bloody hell.
What?
Suddenly, fairground.
What? Now, this feels like a scene that has been trimmed down a bit, because it's like he's turned up to his fairground. It's too late because everyone's been killed.
Yes,
So
apparently.
this is the one time Chuck can get there in time,
Yeah.
I presume.
His psychic powers failed him.
Yeah.
I can't save everyone. Not even Norris can save everyone.
I think there should be like, every time he kills someone, his mullet gets bigger.
Ha!
And by the end,
It's like Katamari Damacy or something.
by the end, it's just like he's tripping over his hair. I just love it.
Consuming people with his mighty locks. Hey, I'm here as well for some reason.
How did he know he was there?
Don't attack him. He's obviously very ill. Look at the bags under his eyes.
Yeah.
Or the makeup at the very least.
Did you get enough sleep last night? I got plenty of sleep. It's
Yes.
like-
Hundreds. There weren't that many people.
Must have been a Saturday. More people there.
Yeah, because if you kill Rostov, the rest just deactivate like the robots from the Phantom Menace. Roger, roger. Sign up for my book club. You have no time to read it.
Exactly. You had no time to read
This is
that.
the old thing of the people on the phone just go, hello, yes, that's good, bye. Oh yeah, so he said we've got to meet at 4:15 p.m. and we need to... So yeah, this is where he sets up his own arrest in order to make Rostov go and kill him while he's in jail and neutered.
Yeah.
But in fact, he's out of jail with many Uzis
That's right.
of the micro variety.
Yeah, now it makes slightly more sense now. Because I did not get that connection. Because he doesn't tell him.
No.
What is... Well,
No,
it's a trick, and the audience not supposed to know.
True, but you need to set it up slightly better than that. Really.
Yeah.
Nobody told me there'd be terrorists. They're us, boss. Earth versus the flying saucers.
It must be a public domain movie or something at the time.
I think, yeah, but it was... Hang on. That was weird. So
Yeah,
we
'cause
cut
the girl-
from Rostov watching television.
Yeah.
I thought Rostov had
Well,
changed the channel.
Yeah, Rostov is watching 3 televisions, isn't he? Because he cuts to each one,
yes.
see different,
Yeah.
like, different broadcasts of the news, like what they're reporting on.
But then suddenly Norris, that was odd.
Yeah.
It's grumpy government arsehole again. And Spider-Man, yay! He looks a bit like an extra from the Super Mario Brothers movie or something.
Oh, is it? Yeah, because I think that is the metaphor showing that movie. It's the invasion. These people are aliens because I don't speak English.
I presume Earth versus the Flying Saucers was a communism metaphor because half the sci-fi films made around that time were.
Yeah.
The Thing from Outer
Reflection
Space,
of the
etc.
scares of the Red Army.
And so I suppose we're supposed to believe that they're going to get Rostov at this stage. Well, no, because they haven't kind of... Oh, don't put it on the painting, you asshole!
He's the sort of person who picks his nose and wipes his boogers on the wall or something.
Yeah,
you know?
oh, that's not... Oh.
Why is this wall all crusty?
I mean, I know it's only a motel, mate, but don't ruin their one nice painting. Apparently we were after you. Who knew?
Yeah, but if it's all a ploy, it's like...
Yeah, but they're not in on it. So this
Yeah.
tired guy must be part of a different... See, this is never established again.
Because if it's all a ploy, then they will be part of it. Then you need the bad guys to see this.
Yeah.
But they don't. They could have had a bad guy on the inside working with them to sort of figure out, okay, well, we've been tricked here. Well, we haven't been tricked, or whatever. They've fallen for the switcheroo.
So that's probably on the cutting room floor somewhere.
Because it's like a whole character's been cut out or something. It's crazy because this came out same year as Death Wish 3. 85 was a big year for Canon. 86 is literally the following years when they began to crumble so fast because they started spending more on big budget movies. In the space of a year, they're just like 87. They're just gone straight down the crapper, really.
Oh, Masters of the Universe.
Yeah, over the top, you know.
Yeah. Just talking about the budget for that one. Woohoo! I remember going and seeing Over the Top in the cinema.
Did you?
Yeah. I think it was a friend's birthday or something. So we were going to see some film, and for some reason it was fully booked, so we ended up seeing Over the Top instead. Can't remember what we were supposed to see. I really enjoyed Over the Top at the time, but I was...
Well, did you run out of it
9.
trying to arm wrestle each other?
Yes.
You must have. The craze of arm wrestling lasted for 5 minutes, maybe.
That's probably literally true, yes.
That's really boring now.
Yeah, hurt my arm. Look, put your shirt on when the police have arrested you. Norris.
That's some dignity, man. For Christ's sake.
Near the end of the film, he actually unzips his flesh to reveal his skeleton and organs. Chuck Norris is only captured if he wants to be captured.
This whole end sequence is brilliant in its scale because of this all those tanks, all those extras, there's bad guys and good guys. Everyone just going to town on it, like just attacking each other. It's wonderful. Chuck Norris missing. His leaflets.
They all say no littering.
It's a curfew, isn't it?
Yes, it is, if I remember. Or a curlew, which is a type of bird. Warning, curlew. Large bird to attack at 3 p.m.
just puking out all these leaflets.
We save money on printing by genetically altering a man to vomit these leaflets. Oh, look, yeah, because Army will always stand aside for somebody with a camera and a press badge. Because, like, I'm sure what they're doing isn't important.
He's on Press Gang with...
Julia Sawala's going to be in there. Dexter Fletcher,
yeah.
Let's walk straight into the command HQ. Oh, Simon Pegg there. Look.
So it just works for local Gazette.
Yeah.
The kids need to know.
So what is our relationship? It's all on the cutting room floor. It doesn't make any sense.
He probably had like sex with her or something. Now that's good actually because they've actually showing you like kind of like VHS style quality.
Yeah, as opposed to superimposing something that looks
it's actually like that's actually shot. Like they're playing it on the TV and shooting it. That's how you do it.
Oh. But they've captured him. But he said he's going to get me, and he killed Nico. It's a horrible jumper he's got, and he's tucked into his trousers. I mean, there's no excuse for that.
You don't tuck your jumper into your trousers, do you?
That's the true evil of this film.
He's wearing those itchy jumpers as well. Oh, man, this stunt coming up is brilliant. Because you know when they blow up the entrance and there's a guy at the end on the table and they shoot it from behind him.
Oh,
and the guy in front is a real person. Just literally jumps out of the way before... Well, I think he's hit by it all, really.
He probably died in real life. Worth it, though.
He pours his coffee and spills it. But continue. It's all done in one take, obviously. Look, spills it. This big like keg of coffee. Ugh.
They've just got a splash of it each. It's very odd.
And the bloke's like, here's a coffee. He's like, oh, right.
Yeah.
Like, he's a bit enthusiastic for some crappy coffee. Instant coffee or something.
Bloody hell, good God!
That's amazing.
Did he survive that? Crikey. If that was a dummy, which I'm hoping it was amazing, but I don't think it was.
No, it wasn't a dummy, no, it's a real dude.
Oh.
Stunts in this are brilliant.
So he's basically recalled everyone from all over the country just to kill Chuck Norris.
Yeah. People that come from, north of America,
Okay,
down
to
also down to Miami, isn't it? They've called them in from even Russia as well. They've come over on like the quick flight. probably got Concorde to do it at the time. Richard Branson probably shot them over in like an air, hot air balloon.
Yeah, he did do a lot of terrorist shuttlings back then in his hot air balloons. But only if their plans made no sense.
Made no sense, yeah.
He wasn't going to risk successful terrorism. Get in my bad guy helicopter.
Dun.
Bloody expensive helicopters. I don't know where they got them from.
Oh, those ones. You can barely see out the front window. It's just like, it's a slit. These giant X's will stop them.
Playing noughts and crosses in the film. Ooh. Time to start randomly exploding
I love
everything.
it. Yeah, exactly. Just shoot anything that moves.
Get them all in one place so Norris can take them all out. I mean, they've literally gone into a place where the army is around surrounding it. They're not going to win versus the army because I believe they could probably get reinforcements pretty fucking quickly. You know?
I'd imagine so.
We totally lost our minds. I'm going to eat Chuck Norris's flesh.
All those vehicles down below just piling in. It's like a village float, People just,
it's a Lord Mayor's procession.
yeah. Well, they've gone as the army. Yeah.
Half of these people could be hoodlums from Death Wish 3. They've got that look to them.
The creeps.
Yeah.
Get in the creeps. I can't see where he's going.
No.
Just killed some people. Extra points.
It does feel a bit like they're randomly shooting guns for nobody to shoot them out of the second.
Yeah, no one said... Well, they don't know who they're shooting at. They blew some stuff up.
But he's got a wireless detonator.
Yeah.
For that tiny little thing.
New tech. Just they introduced like 2 hours ago.
It's only invented 3 hours ago. Introduced to the public 2 hours ago. Yep. That's a much softer shot.
That will spin up slightly there.
Oh, I didn't notice.
Yeah, because the gun bullets will just spin off a bit too rapidly faster.
Well, better get him a helicopter.
Oh, Chuck was hiding the entire time behind a wall.
Yeah. Who's that asshole?
Is he going to shoot the singer or foreigner or something?
It really does. Oh no, not the cannon prop again. Oh my god. I think they really blew up a helicopter there, didn't they?
They did.
Norris is odd in this. He's just a total non-character. Well, I suppose because they cut out any scenes where he does any talking. So. There's nobody in here.
Oh, waste of
got
ammo.
infinite ammunition or something.
Take that, paper.
Yeah.
Damn these accounts.
This desk will never stand again. His hat's too small. I mean, come on, that's ridiculous. He's a fisherman.
They just grabbed everyone.
Bad hat
Just be in
squad.
this film, you know.
Yeah, well, you've fucked it now, guys. They're appearing in literally armoured personnel carriers and tanks. So you're not going to win this, are you? Okay. Also, the army tend to be a bit better at this stuff than random people in funny hats. How did they know which room? I mean, they were wrong, obviously. But oh, no, they didn't know which room. They just didn't shoot them all. Don't really think we need to have this done 3 times, do we? It's random gunfire.
Oh, sorry. Trigger happy there.
Babushka, babushka. Oh, they've got such terrible hats.
They've literally just like gone down the charity shop and just grabbed as much as they could. Salvation Army. Which is a real army.
Yeah. Didn't think this one through, did you guys? It was a trap all along.
Oh my God.
Although, frankly, you could have worked out this would have happened even if it wasn't a trap.
That's what it could have been.
Yeah.
G.I. Joe movie with Chuck Norris at the front and centre.
Chuck Norris's Duke, yeah.
Oh, man.
Duke doesn't have a beard, though, so...
he wouldn't have shaved off
Yeah.
his beard for that.
He could have been...
You don't shave his beard for no man.
I'm trying to think what a G.I. Joe character with a beard who would do it, but... Mostly they had moustaches. The terribly titled Arctic expert, Snow Job, had a beard.
Snow.
That's actually his name.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Oh, no, it's trying to be like Rambo there.
So, yeah, that's not generally how the army do stuff. The other guys are already professional as well. Look, oh, Keith, honestly. You're going to get yourself shot one day.
Look at that. That's a great shot, that wide.
Whoa. Yeah, Keith's gone down.
Trying to show off, yeah.
Yeah, making himself as big as possible, biggest bullet target.
And he shoved his clips down his trousers. Probably better to put in his pocket, I suppose. Is this a scene here we get Chuck to do one little kick, but that's about it.
Third kick of the film, I think that's it.
Yeah.
I know he's here somehow.
I can smell him. Chuck's got some really good hearing.
Yep, amazing reflexes. And micro Uzis. Yep, mildly armoured car, not quite as good as a tank, really, in that kind of situation. My hat's so bad. I pray for death to relieve me from this hat.
He's got a nuclear silencer on.
Oh, yeah, look at that. Why would you have a silencer in this sort of situation? Massive suppressor put on it. I mean, that would like just slow the bullets down horribly. Why? I don't know what I'm doing. Perfect.
That was well timed, Stuart. That was.
Chuck's about to show him that he doesn't know what he's doing. Ooh.
They've got some really like old thugs in, haven't they?
He always seems to fire his guns in a weird sweeping motion.
Yeah.
As opposed to maximise bullet spread or something.
God, this is unleashing everything. It's like watching a multiplayer game. You know, there's no one's doing all the missions. They're just like, it's like capture the flag, but no one bothers to. They just end up just getting as many points as they can. It just becomes complete chaos. People driving tanks and just getting destroyed, getting stuck in the road. You know. Oh, nice musical cue there. Chuck Norris. It's random maps there. Don't know why.
Yeah, just in case you're lost.
Was it supposed to be a police station? Isn't it?
I think so, yeah.
Very, 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 you know...
I mean, it's clearly not a police station.
No, it's not. It's more like just an office block, isn't it? Like a bank. Well, he's taking his bra off. Gun bra.
Gun bra. That's what this film should have been called. Chuck Norris in Gun Bra.
Oh, dear. Dun.
Oh, he's picked up the bad guy's gun. Oh, the cannon prop. Oh, it's gone now.
I think that was a repeated shot there, the guy firing that bazooka.
Yeah. Or Chuck's got an assault rifle, M16, is
So
it?
you can get that, you know, they use that gun in like PUBG, whatever, but you don't get that attachment. I've never seen that attachment before on an M16.
That's for firing grenades, I think. Yeah.
But it's sort of, you know, sort of ominous kind of Terminator music, it's like bomb, 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 bomb in the background.
But of course, Chuck is the Terminator, so it's all going to be fine. Where's Rostov? Is he behind this white door? Come on, guys.
Door number 1.
Shall I make a deal with the banker? Or? Well, I kind of feeling that was a bit of a letdown.
No, it was a bit of a letdown, wasn't it?
Go on, hurry up to repeat the final shot of Death Wish 3.
Come on!
Well, not the final shot, but the way they kill the baddest of the guys.
Oh, doesn't he use his knife in a minute?
I believe he does.
Yeah.
He accidentally sits on it.
Oh, this is brilliant! How does... Right, he fires the sort of grenade out of the gun, right? But he takes out 2 of them and makes 2 holes. But he fires 1 bullet. Or 1 rocket, as it were, grenade. Watch.
Right, here we go.
It's weird. He does the, as you say, the swooping thing. Swoosh. And it, like, takes out 2 dudes.
Damn it, why hasn't Norris come through this door yet? Oh, you see, he fires twice really quickly. But it doesn't read very well at all.
No. You couldn't... Yeah.
I like the way the grenades react totally differently in different situations.
I think you couldn't put 2 grenades in there. It has to be 1 fires 1, doesn't it?
Yeah, they didn't stop him earlier with the law, to be fair. So yeah.
Fair enough. Logic out the window. Yeah. He's still alive.
That's weird.
Oh, the gun's dead.
Turns out there was no bullets in it. Hey! Whoop. Kills him by drowning him in the water cooler. That's my name, don't wear it out.
Tossed off. It sounds like you said.
Oh, meanwhile, outside, more millions of guns.
I thought the guy just did a somersault in front of the camera there. Boom.
Meanwhile, back in more sedate.
He's going through so much ammunition. Ridiculous.
get their damage deposit back on that.
It just becomes hide and seek now, doesn't it?
Yeah. I was hoping Chuck would make some Home Alone style traps.
Someone's doing like a really crap willy on the left there. It's not very good.
Ah, crudely drawn cock. Maybe this land is worth saving.
Doesn't even look like America. It looks like actually England.
It does, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I presume it's like a state cut out or something. But that they're trying to invade Newcastle or something. First America, then Newcastle.
And the world!
Yes. Fire the Wirral. Chuck can fly. Yay.
Chuck throw!
Oh, he gets a bit of a throw in. Like it's a bit of martial arts almost.
Yeah, I think there's a little bit of punching and kicking here, I think.
Oh, do we have the thing here where he's just no match for him at all?
Yeah. And there's a stock guy flies over in a minute, like... I think the next time he gets hit at the table, it looks like it really hurts. And I actually did it. And
I quite like the way he just can't fight Norris at all. Like, Norris just massively overpowers him. Oh!
that's like really fucking
That's
hurt.
gotta hurt.
No, there's no match for Chuck. No one is.
Yeah.
Apart from
I
Bruce
quite
Lee.
like that, because usually the bad guy at the end is suddenly magically a bloody martial arts master. But like,
Yeah, it's just like they haven't done any punch in their life.
I've got to say, he does a great job of being freaked out by Norris throughout this whole film. You really sort of believe it when he's waking up and sweating. You know?
Technically, Chuck Norris is like the bad guy. He's been haunting him the entire time.
That's not the law. That's like a full-size one. Different prop.
He
God.
just conveniently found that.
Yeah.
He planned ahead, I suppose.
Must have done, because they wouldn't just have one lying around in an office. Would they? All right, Karen, if you can reload the missile launcher when you're sorting out the photocopier, that'd be great. Thank you.
There's people just diving off camera.
Hey, there we are. There's the law.
Yeah, America! Boom.
Nice. Whoop, quick burning shot. Oh, only small amounts of burning.
And that's loaded.
Yeah. Like, that's serious, but that thing's like designed to fucking shatter a tank. I mean, you know, it's not really something you can use against one person.
Oh, that one's still got a bit of ammo left.
Yeah.
That one's all stopped.
I like to use up my round before I press R to reload. Yeah.
I thought you had one dude left then.
Praise be to Odin. Oh no, they're surrendering. Thanks, guys.
Just literally stand against a wall, back against a wall, where you got one way in, and Chuck can't get you.
Dun, dun, dun.
This is so good.
Suddenly,
they slow
Chuck.
down the audio, don't they? We scream.
Ah, he's got the law. There it is.
And it's an extender.
Yeah. Literally the same thing that Bronson uses for killing the Death Wish 3 villain in the same way.
For what?
He really is haunting him, isn't he? Oh, that's so much better than the Death Wish 3 one, though, isn't it? Look, you can see his like leg falling. There's like the dummy head bouncing around.
But then, yeah, because this one's got the scream of Lynch, but then number 3 has a Hillary, that quick shot, that zoom in. It just ends!
Yeah, film done now, you go home.
Get out. Get out now. It's like...
I mean, what happened to The barely established but weirdly omnipresent photographer woman. It just doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
It could have had cut to the news and a sort of like things have now settled. Chuck going off in the distance.
Yeah.
In his truck.
She takes a final photo of him as he drives away or something. Just something.
Yeah.
Doubtless they shot all that, but.
Well, it could have been like Rambo or something where he kind of gets arrested at the end because he has caused all this carnage and he's broken the law really. In some way,
maybe.
I don't know.
He was on the side of them, wasn't he? But employed. I like the way there's all these names here. You just never heard the names of most of the characters.
No, not at all.
So,
I mean, girl on car. I mean,
Malbrat
is that her name?
Good. Malbrat.
Malbrat. Catherine Martin. See, girl on car came up before bloody that woman had a proper name. There's still more people's names.
Mickey's
Christmas
girl.
Mum. Counterman. I mean,
Mickey's
Robert
Coke Girl
Rodriguez.
is my favourite.
Come on, that was Robert Rodriguez. My God. Jesus.
That's a lot of names, guys. Blimey.
Eric Norris, is he related to Chuck Norris?
Maybe. Not that I know of, but.
I think in terms of entertainment value, I think the Death Wish 3 and Invasion USA, I think they're kind of equally entertaining. This one is a little bit too long because even though they cut a lot out, there's still
that
a lot
extra
of padding.
15 minutes doesn't help it.
Yeah.
No.
Because you're watching scenes that don't actually connect very well.
The weird thing is, right, this film has been gutted of any plots to make it make sense, and yet it still is more solidly made and makes more sense, really, than Death Wish 3, which has the whole thing in it.
Yes. It's better directed, better production values, better
definitely.
better stunts.
Yeah.
And Chuck Norris is more charismatic than Bronson. Who's
I mean, we're saying
half asleep.
Norris gets nothing to do particularly other than sort of look fairly blank and kill things, but that's still a million times better than not wanting to be there, Bronson.
Yeah, you can tell that Chuck Norris can take care of himself. You kind of believe that he could take on some of these bad guys.
Wouldn't want to have to fight him, whereas Bronson was just too kind of old and
Second unit director Newt Arnold. Now he directed Bloodsport.
Oh wow!
Yeah. He'd come in and save a few Cannon movies, or like sort of come in and do second unit stuff to sort of, pump up the action, as it were. Which is basically what he's done here. The action's actually the second unit stuff's really good. It's a shame though that they cut out most of the plot. I mean,
we never found out what happened to the bloody anteater Aardvark.
Oh no, that's
whatever it was. No, not anteater. That's different. Aardvark or armadillo.
Armadillo. I think it's armadillo.
Are they the same thing? I don't know. I've never had a pet one myself.
You also they licensed Dolby Stereo. Sometimes it's in ultra stereo.
Oh,
they just couldn't quite afford the Dolby. You had to encode it.
My God, 1985 Cannon films, all rights reserved.
Well, everyone, that is the end of the commentary. I hope you enjoyed it. Me and Stuart will be back with some more in the coming weeks. Okay, everyone, take care and goodbye.
Goodbye.